Niggas get a haircut, don't know how to act.
Yo, don't dick ride today.
You talking about?
You always piggyback on him on the podcast. We be taking shots, and you be like, yo, I got them.
Yo, nah.
Don't dick ride. Don't dick ride.
4-on-1
If Omar's getting shots, he's getting shots. Don't dick ride.
Yeah, back shots. Energy at a high. For the
Monster.
fanatics.
We're shaking, boys.
What's
Shaking,
poppin'?
G.
How you feeling, Jesus?
I mean, I'm feeling good. 3-2. You know the vibes.
I'm chilling, man.
You chilling? First of all, rest in peace to the legend, Diego Maradona, man. Gotta
Yo,
throw that
quick
in,
moment
man.
of silence
You
or
know,
what?
Quick moment of silence, you know.
Thanks, bro.
Definitely a big legend. But, you know, part of the game. We all grew up watching him. So, kind of did hurt. It really touched me low-key. I was like, damn, this is someone I grew up. And he's type young, 60 years old. But obviously he carried a crazy lifestyle. Like, you know, like everybody was talking. There's Diego and there's Maradona, you know. So, definitely a quick silence for my boy. Tough week, though. It was good. What you thinking about the week so far?
Let's start off with no. Forget all that. We'll start off with the biggest game of the weekend.
And what y'all do,
Don't tell me
scale
that
Nah,
terrible
0.
draw.
No, it's the
No, it is. It's the biggest game
of the weekend.
It
right?
was the biggest game of the weekend, but I think it was a better result for the rivals. Any neutral watching for top 5, top 6, they're happy with that result because coming in, everybody knows Mourinho's gonna do the sit in the back and then wait to counterattack, and then we know Chelsea likes to high press and press the attacking. So it was an open game in some instances, but it was very boring in some too. So. I mean, I'm happy with the tie. I didn't want either team to win. I mean, we have a game in hand now, so if we take a dub and we're able to, it just shows you the inconsistency of the league itself. Because if we're able to get a dub now, bro, we're in what?
Yeah, you have what?
We're
You
in
played
5th place. Like
nine games.
we're
You guys
1
are on?
point behind. Yeah, 1 point behind. Yeah, like it's just insane that anybody. It's literally anybody's league. So it just depends on who.
I mean, you're the Chelsea fan, so.
I mean, I called him after the game. I told him anyone who expected this game to be like a thriller, like a 3-3, 4-3, 5-3. When has Mourinho ever given us that kind of game? So it was the biggest game of the weekend in the sense where it's second against third, 2 teams in form, master pupil, call it what you want. But anyone who expected this high scoring, full throttle, that was never gonna happen. So in terms of the game itself, it played out how I thought, but I was hoping from Chelsea that a little more magic would have happened. Ziyech, he had an okay game. Werner had an okay game, and I think now it's time for Lampard to sacrifice Tammy because
He had a couple of opportunities.
he had a couple opportunities, but it's at the detriment of Werner because Werner there's a difference when you can do a job on the left and when you're like a Pulisic that's your position. So he looks awkward. He looks weird. He doesn't have the same kind of fluid touch that Pulisic does. So I think it's time
what
to
did
him.
Pulisic really do when he came in?
He's been a month out and
Yo.
he came on for 15 minutes. And he actually did a little damage when he had that one fake that he pulled. Nothing came to it. But
Right.
and if he gets a run of games, bro, you're gonna see a huge difference in terms of Werner through the middle and Pulisic on the left.
I wasn't
Wait.
convinced.
I want to say something real quick because you're bringing on that certain topic. I think it's more of Lampard for one sense because if Tammy's not bad, he's not a bad striker, and everybody knows this. And I think it depends on what type of team he's going against. You feel me? And today I was watching up until the 40th minute. You're looking and you're like, yo, they're getting crosses in the box. You know, Tammy just couldn't get to the end of it. So I'm thinking a player like Giroud comes in and he can change you that game. And I think Lampard has to see that because the crosses are in there 24/7. And for some reason, Tottenham's defense just couldn't handle it that well. I mean, Tammy had a chance to right in front of the net and just, I don't know, try to kick over his left and right. I don't know what he was doing. I think somebody like Giroud, that he lives off of that. On a moment like that, you just play Giroud and you got to just sub him in for the right time. Because I don't think Tammy, he's not the problem or nothing, but he didn't have a bad game. The system for the team has to be set up properly. So I think Lampard might have just fumbled on that part. But overall, I thought they was all right.
What y'all thought about Spurs?
I just thought it was typical Spurs performance. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, slow. Play off the counterattack. I really wasn't convinced with both teams. You're top of the table. You're both going in. They respected each other too much. You know what I'm saying? So
similar to the game with United, with the Chelsea United game. Two teams didn't want to lose more.
Yeah, but I feel like Chelsea now should. You see that they came in against United and they respected United, right? Spurs came in, hit us with the 6-1. I feel like Chelsea should have took opportunity of the fact that Tottenham was a little a little bit too scared to step in. You guys defensively look very comfortable now. You know what I'm saying? Midfield is obviously starting to string along. You got depth on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
They should have went for that for the 3 points.
Yeah.
I really
I
believe
agree.
out of both teams, Chelsea should have went for the 3 points because Tottenham ain't played the same ball that they played against City. Because, you know, what I expected the same type of tactics. All right, City's going to, Chelsea's going to go full throttle. You know what I'm saying? Let me attack. You know, they got the more attacking team. But I really thought the results was going to go to Chelsea because obviously defensively they're starting to pick up. The midfield is picking up. The forwards are picking up. Everyone's getting goals in. Plays off the bench are scoring. So I was like, all right, you know what? If they come in, they're playing at the Stamford Bridge. If they come in with that type of energy, like, yo, listen, we're here. Let's just go for the 1-0. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go for the 1-0. And I didn't see any really moments of brilliance from Spurs. Because if we look at it, even Jose, after the game, he said it. He said, yo, like, I'm happy that the players are not happy with the result.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The spirits is not the
Statement win. It was supposed to be a
exactly.
statement
So
win.
that makes perfect sense.
I mean, for Spurs, it's like he came and said it. Like, it's a whole mentality change, personality change.
Of course.
This ain't the same Spurs we used to. This Spurs is like,
and
they look nasty.
full credit to
Hoiberg.
both. Full credit to both. They both
I love
got
this game.
they got the credit that they wanted. One team, you guys followed through with the game plan.
Mm.
You know, Chelsea followed through. Lampard had a specific game plan. The players stuck to it. The result obviously didn't go either way. I'm happy with the result because in the end of the day, it falls in United's favor. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going. But it was just like, damn, I expected more. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was just like,
No,
It's good, though. It's good. It's a
it
wake
was
up call for everybody in a sense where the
it
bottom
gives us a title
yeah,
race.
the teams are looking at like, we still got points to catch up on. We still got this. You feel me? And then it looks at the top teams now because everybody was looking at Chelsea and Tottenham like, oh, yo, we're a little nervous, you know. And you look at them now and you're like, I'm not saying that people aren't gonna get nervous and stuff like that, but I think when they're gonna go against them, teams like this now understand. All right, well, he's gonna sit back against us. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. I think Lampard, all he's missing is the right system, and I've been saying this since day one. I think if he gets the systems during the game right, he's valid, bro, because he's got the players. I mean, there's nothing that he doesn't have.
Who stood out like individually in the game, player wise?
Reguilon. I was gonna say Reguilon.
So good at left
Little
back.
diver. Like,
But you know what's funny? You know
that
what's
was
funny?
extra. I don't even think that was
OD
a yellow.
extra.
No.
OD extra.
But you know
bro.
what's funny? Islam actually called it because the way he's playing right now, Madrid has that buyback clause on him, and if you're Spurs, you end up losing him for $45 million. Yo, because he right now looks like one of the best left backs in the league.
He's up there.
I like how he moved.
I like Tellez, to be honest. We were talking about best left backs, but that's another. Nah, for real, he's a baller.
But to me, who really stood out in this
Kovacic.
game?
I think Kovacic had a great game.
Nah, I wasn't. I'm
a
really
great
not
game.
convinced with Kovacic.
I'm surprised
Yeah,
I'm not
the
saying
great
Mendy.
Rodin?
Huh?
I'm surprised I'm not saying Mendy.
Nah, I
Couple
mean,
good
He had a
saves.
good
Nah,
save,
no.
but that's expected
Not
from
really.
him now. He's just a consistent.
To me, I
player.
like
he's
Dorner.
solidifying.
I'm
I think he was quiet.
I think I'm
But
gonna have to. I was
he
literally
was
gonna say the
quiet.
same
He
thing. I
was-
wanted to
but
call out Werner slightly low key.
No, but he played as a left wing,
Uh-huh.
and his job was to get Tammy to here.
Yeah,
Let me
to
crack
provide
it.
him.
And he was doing that. You came as Ziyech. Ziyech had a couple touches in the game where he was giving people, but it was who was around him not dishing what they was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like there was the header from Tammy that he definitely misplaced, and who gave him that cross?
Yeah.
Okay, and then there was off the opposite side, I think it was Werner. He gave Tammy another beautiful cross.
And he got pulled down or something.
No, he just tried. I don't know. He tried to scorpion whatever he tried to do, and it was slow for you for that. So, but out of both teams, I would definitely say that because at first I was like, damn, Reguilon is trash, bro. Thank God we didn't get him. And after that, I said, I'll take that back because he was doing his thing. He was getting in forward. He infiltrates. He knows how to infiltrate. You know what I'm saying?
I think
he adapted quicker than I thought he would.
For Werner, I think he just got unlucky in his game. I don't think left wing suits him at all because
That's
bro,
what I'm saying. He was playing in a position
he
that
was
he
getting-
did all right.
Because I see Werner. Werner has this type of thing because he has the speed and the flair into the game where he can, like, psych out these defenders. Like, yo, I'm going to go left, but then goes right and then cracks 3 plays at one time. And I was just watching him on the wing, and it's just like he was doing the same thing, running into the wing, cutting it into his right, and then getting stuck, then crossing it. You feel me? So, like, he didn't know. It wasn't natural to him. Definitely getting it wrong.
He's got to
by
play
Lam.
through the middle.
It's not Werner's fault because I think Werner's a great striker for y'all, but
You think Kai gets back into the team?
It's gonna be tough because Mason Mount right
be
now,
hard.
bro, he's looking levels.
I was watching the game, and because of the last episode I brought up, I was trolling when I said, "Can he get into the U.S. team?" I was like, "Bruh, this kid is filthy. He's filthy.
He's filthy."
But what's going back to kind of what you were saying? I really liked Højbjerg for Spurs. Him sitting in front of the back four just is like, he reminds me of just like they're a classic six for them. Like, remember when Mourinho used to have Essien and those guys?
Yeah.
And obviously, he's not as good as Essien, Makelele, and those guys. But just like that's what Mourinho likes. Just one guy who's nasty, plays center defensive mid, plays center back,
Commando,
and he's good on the ball.
He definitely strings the defense. Because defensively, it's the same defense they had last year. Or am I bugging?
Well,
Reguilon.
Rodin, Reguilon.
Yeah, but
It's slightly different.
And I think when healthy, I think Doherty is at right back.
Nah, Aurier's looking better too.
oh yeah, look. But
Was
that's what I'm
Doherty
saying.
on the bench?
Yo,
Oh, no,
Toby,
yeah, COVID. I think he got
Toby
COVID.
starting.
Toby,
Toby be starting.
Yeah,
Eric
Toby-
Dyer
he
be
He loves
playing as.
Eric Dyer. He loves Eric Dyer.
But Eric Dyer's been doing what
He wanted Eric Dyer at United when he was there.
So because he's the type of player that, let's be honest, like we said before, he's the type of player that just gets in.
Yeah.
He's
Not
there to
afraid of
play.
nothing.
Yeah.
He's there to play 300 minutes if he has to.
Yeah.
That's the type of mentality you have to have in the sport. You're not gonna be weekend. You're feeling sluggish. Next week, I'm a little tired. I'm trying to be fancy. Nah, he's a warrior, bro. He go in there, break you, and I've been said that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy too? I mentioned can Kylan get into this team. I don't think there's any way Jorginho gets in this team now because you can't take Conte out of that position, bro.
I just think him and Kovacic can't play together. Jorginho and Kovacic. You can't.
There's no six.
It
There's no steal.
depends. It depends.
I don't know. They don't link.
Because
They don't link.
in midweek when they played Rennes, they literally just swapped Jorginho and Conte, and it's a different
They
system.
played who?
You play Rennes, so Champions League when you can dominate teams, you can.
Is he trying to say that you're playing easy competition?
No, I just don't like. I
Alaves.
just don't like
Alaves.
those examples. Like, bro, Rennes, Chelsea could field out maybe a few of the U23s and win.
Nah, I'm not going to disrespect team because
Yo,
the thing
but
is-
should be no
They could do
funny.
the same
Like,
with Alves too, right?
no funny though.
exactly.
No funny, bro. Like,
They
Kai
need-
is nice, bro. So what do you think the problem is
with Chelsea.
with Kai? Because he's
not
nice.
playing him
No,
as a
there's
CA.
no-
He's just not
hold
good
up, hold
enough.
up.
He's
What
just
do you
not good enough to get into the team right
Wait,
now.
hold up. You know he had COVID. He caught COVID.
Yeah, but
Salah got COVID.
That's Lampard came
He
out
got
and said
Egyptian immune system. Again,
Egypt
it's the hair. man.
U23s.
But he said he had severe symptoms. Like he had like the crazy fever, all that.
yeah,
so
but
I'm
when he got COVID, like right after the transfer, or
No,
it was
right
during
after-
international break.
during the national.
no,
break.
but even like all right. So
My-
are we
my
letting him
answer to
slide for the
you-
transfer?
my
He'll get
answer
back
to
in the
you,
team. He'll
I
get
don't-
back in the
He's
team.
not playing in the position that he was playing at. He was running the CAM role, number 10, playing right between.
Now he's playing with 2 8s. He's playing with like two
So
boxer.
now he's either playing as a right wing, a right mid, and it's just weird. And you're in the Prem, it's a different standard. You're 20 years old. You have
That's
a
the
break
biggest
high-
thing.
So it's like you're not in Bundesliga anymore. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He's like, all right, now I gotta adjust my whole game. I gotta get used to my new teammates.
The commentator said it too. He was like, Kai said that after his first training with Chelsea, he was like, yo, this is different.
It's different. And you
So-
see when he came on that first header, he's adapting. I
Chelsea-
think he swung at Rodon.
Chelsea 0, Tottenham 0. Another tie.
We move, man.
Another tie though. We got
the
Liverpool and
point and
Brighton
dip.
1-1. What do y'all think about that?
VAR.
I mean, if in
Ain't
my
nothing
opinion,
to
it's
be
good for the
called.
league.
Hey,
You
they
don't
could
want
have
Liverpool
lost that
running-
game.
you don't
They
want
could have
Liverpool
lost that
running with
game.
you.
Yeah, I
my
think-
thing right now, I got a question for y'all because I was thinking about this. Right now, in the wing, best right wing, is it Jota?
The
Nah,
best
but
right
that's
wing is
Salah.
Jota.
If
Best
Salah's
right
healthy,
winger?
Salah plays right wing, no?
Nah, Morris. Yeah, it's me.
Mahrez.
He's better than
Yo, you
Mars.
see- I-
He's
Wait, hold
inconsistent.
on. Do you know why Mourinho bought Reguilon that ham?
Why?
The
One
bet
game.
was
One game.
if
So
he
Atalanta.
locked down Mahrez.
So
If he locked down
Atalanta.
Mahrez.
So
He gave him a $500.
so he got blanked
Ham.
against some random Italian team,
You
and
didn't
now
hear about
he has one good game against Brighton. He's a good player, but has he really been showing that he's the best right winger in the
I'm
league?
talking about right now.
Why not?
Oh, Mahrez just had a hat trick. You're talking about guys scoring every game.
Mahrez.
I'm not
scored
gonna
a
say
hat
he's the
trick
best.
against
Yo.
Burnley, bro.
So they're playing. They're not playing Firmino in right now, right? It's more of
No, he plays.
Nah, he played.
Sane,
He played.
Salah,
He plays,
Jota.
but he's not.
He's a
not
10.
He's
playing
not
like a
there
10.
starting in his
He's not-
starting because I always
he's
see him
not
coming
Jota's
in.
position.
Okay.
So what Klopp is doing? He's starting his shift. Salah as a number 9 kind of
Yeah.
thing, and he's playing him in between Mane and because he
Jota.
still knows that Salah
still-
he got the scoring boots
yeah.
on. But to me, Jota's been hot. He's been in form. He
What,
bought
9
it-
and 9?
How much he bought him for?
45.
It was
45.
45, but they're
Yeah,
paying
you-
it in installments.
Yeah. So first
It's
of
a
all,
steal.
it looks like a steal because now he's probably worth what 70.
Yeah, he's
65.
something
It's
like
early, but he's definitely rising.
Yeah, but
He's
only
isn't
23.
is he the high scorer on the team right now?
that.
I think he's the high scorer. on
Maybe
the team.
Salah. It'd be him or Salah. One of those.
No,
two.
it's Salah, but I think he's got
league.
like 7 goals in like 8-9
Yeah,
games.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
consistently. So
I think he's the out of the front three, he's the most hot right now because just out of the last couple
I think
games,
him and Salah's link up is crazy.
And the thing is, when he was signed, like Liverpool fans looked at him like, he's just a bench. Like
He's
we
a
don't
bench
do we
player.
need him? We'd rather Werner. Now he's coming in like Werner. Who?
Yeah.
They love him. So
I still think
he,
Werner's better
he
than
fits
him.
the style.
Yeah, he
it
does.
doesn't matter on who's better or not because at the end of the day, it's the manager and the style and the creativity that he's building for the club. You feel me? So I think for a club, he's a club type of player. I mean, what can
Yeah.
you say? This guy's working his fucking ass off and just hustling every single day, and he's getting you the goals. He's doing exactly what the manager's telling him to do. I don't think any other manager will want anything different. That's why he succeeded at Wolves, and that's why he's succeeding right now at Liverpool.
You know what's crazy too? After watching that Liverpool-Brighton game, I don't know if I'm the only one here that thought it. Seeing Klopp complain like got me so pissed.
he's a
You
little
can't be
baby.
mad
He's
at
a
him.
little
Bro,
baby.
but
I
it's,
know
it's not even that.
he's a
but
little
it's,
like whatever. He's a baby
Shade.
or whatever, but you
Oh,
can't
baby.
get mad at him.
you can't
mean,
get mad,
you
bro.
could get
Stop.
mad. You
It's
gotta-
Brighton, bro.
No, but
Brighton and nah,
Yeah,
I mean the
you're up 1-0,
congestion on the
And they could have lost the game.
you're up
They
1-0,
should have lost the
It
game.
would have put you 2 points ahead. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, like.
I don't want to hear nothing about Klopp.
No,
Yeah, but you see how many
hear me out.
players?
Hear me
If
out,
you
hear
see
me
how
out.
many players got subbed off that game from injury, bro, there was like 3+ players that got subbed
Yeah,
off
and
for injury.
Brighton
Like
too.
there's a problem, right? And
And it's not that he complaining about VAR because VAR messed up. They really did mess up.
You don't think it
that
was a
really
penalty?
I don't think-
But no one wants to hear his crocodile tears.
I don't know, man.
Because
If
Danny
he tou-
Welbeck ain't even react.
but he touched the ball.
They even
He
said
touched-
they even said it's not.
Well,
a penalty.
listen, they're playing off the rules, right? That's what VAR is there for. The referee and us in game time, we never seen that. VAR sees it, whatever, it's a penalty. It is what it is, bro. I mean, we've got hard done. A lot of teams have gotten hard done by VAR, but it stays like that Giroud goal that he scored, and it was like a toe offside.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
So it is what it's the rules. It's whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
They
bro.
get- they sick.
Something's got to change though because it's changing the game too much. So, like I think even Robertson came out and said it on his Instagram. He's like the people who are involved in the game have no say on how the VAR decisions are made. So it's like,
But why should they?
I mean, we're playing the game.
You're playing the game, but why should you be able to affect the referee's decision on whether that's a goal or not? Your whole
No, not
it
in
eliminates
game.
it is in game because it eliminates the whole crowding. You don't see that no more because it's like, yo, you talking to me, but I got somebody in my ear watching it on the thing, and he's gonna call it. So there's no point of us talking. So for the most part, I think VAR is a good
You like
addition to
it.
the game. But I think it's the people behind VAR because the VAR itself, the
Oh, that's
concept
what I
is
mean.
good.
That's a better point.
So,
That's what I mean.
So I think the referees, I feel like just, bro, I mean, I don't even think some of these referees like know how to run the game. But that's a whole different. That's a
That's
whole
a whole
different.
nother
Yeah, that's why
a
the
whole
people
different
who
type
are
of
like
discussion.
the managers, the players should have some kind of say, not in the game. Like, no, that's not. I'm talking about maybe before the season they come together and like understand like that penalty decision. How is that a penalty? Now that affects Liverpool. 2 points taken away from you of really what is not a penalty. That's what I mean. So maybe something's got to change because it's not. I mean, it's affecting everybody. So I guess it is full circle, but
Right.
it's not like we be watching it low key. Sometimes I feel like the commentators know it's about to go to like it's about to change before we do. So, oh yeah, this is getting checked. You're like, man, what is this? What's going on here? Like you just feel it. Like you see something go on, and then you're like, oh, nah, this is about to go to VAR, and then you're like, all right,
So
whatever.
you
It's
prefer a
whack.
world without VAR?
If it goes back to how it was before, there was definitely not as much talking and controversy as it was now. So
But it
just
it
go
also
back
screwed a lot of teams in a lot of situations. So I just
before VAR.
before like bro, there's a lot of games.
Ghost
where-
goals and all that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like there was a whole World Cup handed, obviously to you know what I'm saying. Rest in peace to Maradona. Like, come on,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
Like literally, like come on, bro. Like it really.
In the documentary, he says like, it was one of the greatest robberies ever.
Yeah, that's
Because it was
good.
clear hand, and he said after he did it, he told his teammates like, "Yo, celebrate because if we look like yo that went in, we're incriminating ourselves."
Nah,
So
that's
it's so you're 100% right. There were decisions that, bro. And
But
we're not
listen,
even- hold on,
that's
and
one of the
bef-
best moments in football ever, though.
Right, and but also
Yeah, but
remember the handball.
Suarez in the World Cup is like for a certain team. for the certain side, yo, this is great. For the other side, it's heartbreaking.
Wait, but
No,
that's-
but Suarez
that's
got
saying.
his. He got what he deserved.
He got what he deserved.
Got the red card, missed the next game.
I
It's on
understand.
Ghana.
And then,
That's on Ghana.
That was
but
on
listen,
Asamoah Gyan.
and they missed the penalty, whatever. But I'm
No, it
saying
was
like
the
it changes the whole game.
2014 World Cup
Which
when
one?
I know you had the
Lampard.
handball.
Robin,
2010.
Oh, the goal scorer.
You're right.
the goal
You're
scorer.
right.
Yo,
But that's
Robin.
different. That's
Lampard,
gold.
they took England out. Robin with the
diving.
penalty.
Robin diving too.
Oh yeah.
So-
I mean, but listen, those are his moments that we look back on like it's lit.
Yeah.
VAR at the time, like
20
take
minutes
it.
of
Yo,
VAR.
I understand it's late in the moment, but bro, how many times are we watching the game?
You-
90th minute, they
you-
score a
What?
goal.
You know he
disallowed.
He definitely could sound hypocritical
What?
because Chelsea was what was it 08?
What happened?
No, they got robbed in a
That's
way.
what
We
I'm
got
saying.
robbed
You
in
would have
08.
wished for that VAR that day.
no,
but
no,
it
no,
would have
no,
been.
no,
That's
no.
what- obviously, but in hindsight, like that's what I mean. It's history. Like,
Yeah, but
this is the disgrace. That's history. You
another
love that.
another cup,
That's
another
what-
You
cup
love
to your
that.
name.
That catapulted Pep.
then we
It would have
You know,
been history if y'all won the final.
VAR.
It would have been history. You know
And
what I mean?
honestly, bro, like a lot of people saying, yo, VR don't do this, VR don't do that. For some reason, like the hype after they confirm shit be getting crazy, bro. Like sometimes 90th minute penalty, bro.
Remember y'all?
Like,
First game of the
UCL,
season.
bro, UEFA Champions League. I can never forget that penalty against PSG. I mean, I had goosebumps, bro, when they called that penalty against Kimpembe, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Like,
Kimpembe,
yeah,
yeah.
so
Even-
like, the history is always gonna be there because it's ball. I think they gotta implement it with the right strategy. But for Liverpool, since we really derailed off topic, I think I was more impressed with the way Brighton did the formation. But Liverpool they don't got their star players right now in the back, you know, and stuff like that. It's just
Luck's gonna run.
I think
out
it's
soon.
better for the league. It's more, I don't,
Yeah, I don't wanna see
Liverpool
no
running
runaway.
away with it
Yeah.
was the worst thing that ever happened to the Premier League last season.
And the city,
They
the
fans.
couple
Worst
years
thing
before.
happened is just they fans.
so toxic, bro.
Yeah, OD.
Well,
But-
they be getting hype.
Overall, I think they should have lost
They should the penalty.
2 penalties, and they like why
They
they
had
won?
Brighton had the thing with Brighton. I don't know if y'all they happened with even with United and the Chelsea game. Everything between the boxes, they'll play you off the park. But then they get chances, they can't
To the
finish.
final
And
third,
then they get
violent.
free kicks against them, they concede goals. But everything between the 218, they be dominating. But hey, it's gonna keep happening. I think they'll
Frankie,
finish.
Ben White, they got
Speaking
some-
about
Top 10.
domination, right? It wasn't a crazy performance, but if you're neutral, 3-2, United versus Southampton.
I was so
I
tight.
mean, that's a big.
I was tight.
Bro,
I was tight. I was
he's
tight.
a Real
Yeah,
Madrid
yeah.
fan.
I was tight.
That's a big scoreboard, and for anybody
I'm a
watching,
football fan. Not a
I'll be
Madrid
tight
fan.
with that haircut on. I knew you was going.
Huh?
Huh?
So wait, you want to bring back the last episode with the receding hairline?
Listen, I'd rather have receding
I have a
hairline.
thick.
I'd rather he receding hairline than look like Johnny Bravo.
Yo, hold on. You see,
Yeah.
you see. Yo,
Anyways, back to you
When
said.
he's losing an argument.
Yeah.
Something personal.
You look
Right?
like Johnny Bravo. How's that personal?
Combo's
Bring
going
it just
straight. Now left.
You look at that. It's terrible.
Okay.
Anyways,
I mean, yo, what are your thoughts? 3-2.
can I give my
You
thoughts
go. You go
before?
first. Yeah.
Hurry
'Cause
up, man.
I said it. I said it before the game started. I really think it was the lineup for Manchester. All love to Greenwood, right? Don't take what I'm about to say as I'm taking credit from the kid. The kid had a lot of weight on his shoulders last season.
Right.
Now you see in this season it's starting to get harder because now they're expecting him to live to the standards of last season again.
And even
now
more.
even higher.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's taking a toll on the kid. You went and spent $10 million on Cavani, right? Well, $20 million, let's be exact.
Because of his wages.
After obviously he was a
Fees and
free
all that,
agent,
yeah.
but in fees you're spending $20 million. Obviously we saw what Cavani did the second half. An assist and 2 goals.
Yeah.
That's who you start. You start him and Rashford. You know what I'm saying? Should have the game been to sleep? A couple times United should have tried to kill the game. But my reasons to that lineup, and why I'm saying that is because I feel like they're trying to bleed in Greenwood, which is good. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But Greenwood, 60th minute, let's get Greenwood in. Other team tired, a little bit of pace. Blah, 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 young kid. But you're already up 2-0. You already killed the game. You up 3-0 with Cavani on the field. You know what I'm saying? Why do you have to put the pressure on second half? Guys, let's pick this up. We got 3 goals to score in the second half.
Yeah.
Mad nerves going on. 95th minute. Blah, 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 blah. So to me, they really got to get that lineup going proper. It's the minute I seen that lineup, what I tell you, I was like, damn, he should if you're playing a diamond with 2 up top, I was like, he should have just started Cavani.
Yeah.
It's not like he was playing with his typical 2-3-1. You know, just
But
start.
Southampton was bossing it first half.
That first
though.
half.
I think
yeah,
I think we got to give credit to Southampton first of all.
Of
'cause
course, they've been a
They
good
would've-
team.
they would've
all
been
season,
third.
all season.
He's been really setting them up, and we all know how Southampton is. They drilled They're very, very drilled. So, was Greenwood starting a bad decision or not?
If he had scored that chance, no.
Yeah, like
if he didn't,
because Greenwood had 2 chances in the game, could have killed it. Like I said, like Omar said, he not Greenwood only, but United needs to bury chances because Bruno, even after the first goal, should have buried it. But I think for the most part, it really, 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 really highlights on how important it is to United get their targets, bro. Because I was a big disbeliever in Cavani, but Cavani is a number 9.
Proper.
And you see what happens when you have the right player for the right position. Bro, couple games in, you just see Cavani get subbed on, and I'm just like, all right, bro, I'll take what I said back. Because even if he can't score, the tempo changes. You see the experiences. You see the runs. It's just a big difference from somebody like Martial to a proper number 9. No disrespect to Martial, but he's just not a proper number 9. He could get you goals off the wing, whatever, but, bro, there's a big difference. United can be a powerhouse if they can get their right players. If you go and pick up, what's his name?
Forget Sancho. Forget all that.
No. What's his name? For
14.
Haaland, right?
All right.
If you go pick up Haaland, a powerhouse at number 9, and you go pick up a proper right wing, right? Instead of relying on either Palacio or Diallo, who's coming in January, right? You're getting the proper players for the proper position. Bro, you're set. Look what happened when you got Bruno Fernandes. I mean, this guy is considered one of United's best transfers in like the past 10 years, 15, whatever you
I would say maybe.
Bro, because he's having a similar impact to what Eric Cantona has had on United. Just the level of play of United relies on him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's very important to get these key players and just fill the positions in. And we know what we're missing, so just fill it in. Cavani's not going to be performing like that for the next couple of years.
With Haaland, I feel like even if he would have came to United, I feel like he would have not provided us the answers.
No, it's not. He's transcendent, bro.
He's
Not him alone. Not him alone.
That's what I'm saying.
Not him alone.
Because like being 19, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Like with at least Cavani's defense, bro. This is an experienced season player. Been there, done that. I feel like Haaland would have came, and maybe this is why God didn't make this really happen. Haaland would have came, right? And everything would have fell on this poor kid's shoulder again.
Well, but you're talking about if you guys bought him before he went to Dortmund.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But it's so much better now
even
to buy him
not if you bought him
after.
this
Even
summer.
if we buy him this summer.
No, because look what he's doing at
Yeah,
Dortmund.
okay,
but
and he's
the-
playing in
the-
bigger
The
games.
confidence
different.
is
Look,
different.
yeah,
The
but-
confidence
no, but
is
his
different.
confidence. He
But the pressure's
How's the
different.
pressure different?
At United,
He was playing Paris
bro,
last season.
Being United's number 9 and being
You don't
Dortmund's
think he
number
could
9
play-
is completely different.
Yeah,
It's
but
completely different.
listen. Look at
He's got the freedom.
So
Look
he
at
can't
the
play at
confidence.
St. Mary's.
Look at the confidence.
He can't
level.
play at St.
All right,
Mary's.
he
Because
can.
all right,
He can.
listen, this is a very bad comparison for one sole reason. Greenwood starts for United, number 12 rated as best youngster in the world, number 1 rated Haaland. There's a difference. This guy's confidence is through the roof. He's coming to any team and he's gonna boss it. And this is just the
I mean,
hands down.
Renato Sanchez was one time number 1 young golden boy.
Yeah, but he was based off.
bad
But what was he?
example.
What was he
Yeah,
based
he was
off?
too.
What was he
But
based
like,
off though? What
Those
was he
weren't
based off?
transcendent talents.
Yeah, I agree with you that he's a generational talent. But my point is I'm not gonna say it's the German league because I got respect for the Bundesliga. But we seen Havertz. You seen Werner.
But that's what
hear me out. Werner out here, both those players were having a crazy season. Why Haaland was having another crazy season too out there? You know what I'm saying? Pulisic was having crazy numbers out there.
Right.
For some reason, you go there and you put crazy numbers. That's.
But Omar, the 3 players you mentioned, 2 of them are considered one of the best in the Premier League. So
Yeah,
it's
who?
like Werner and Pulisic.
Yeah, but are they putting the same numbers that they were putting? That's
Well,
what I'm trying to tell you.
Pulisic injured. Werner.
Nine
The
is real
Bundesliga,
different.
your
But
numbers-
I see what he's saying though, because honestly, look at the 2 teams. Haaland has much better players behind him than if he was at United. He's got Royce, he's got Jadon Sancho, he's got Gio Reyna, he's
He just being fed all
He's
day.
being
Yeah, but
fed
in a
all-
sense,
Who's
bro,
he have
in
by-
a sense
Fred?
that
He would have Rashford. He would have Bruno.
Rashford don't pass the ball.
Yeah, we seen it today. He does not like.
But
to pass.
okay, but your point is fair. But why are we gonna just brush away his Champions League goals? Salzburg, Europa League, what he's doing at Dortmund. He's playing big games. That's why when you mention
It's like that
under
Bruno
the
talk.
lights,
Yo, it's like that.
St. Mary's, Parc des Princes.
But you
But
see,
He's scoring double braces
I'm
against Club Brugge.
I'm not
Brugge.
taking. You're still not getting my point. I'm not taking away from his goal scoring record.
Super
right?
talented.
I'm not taking from that he is the generational talent. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying United goals right now, 80 mil on Haaland.
if you don't score
Bro,
40 goals a season,
Hey,
you're
hold on.
flop.
Hear me out. 80 mil on Haaland, just Haaland.
That's a steal.
Okay, 100 mil on Haaland, 120 million on Haaland. No, hear me out. No, I'm just because it's not about
Alright.
the price right now. What I'm saying is, you dropping that money right? You're going in. Haaland's gonna get us Champions League. Haaland's gonna get us the EPL. Haaland's gonna win the treble.
Yes.
By himself.
But Islam's point is at 25 goals, where does that get you?
Why are we ignoring what I was saying before?
Listen, no, I'm not disagreeing with y'all. But
No, but you are.
No, I'm just saying I don't
No,
believe
he always does this.
he's the oomph.
So you think
because
if you have Haaland, you think he win the league?
listen.
Because I didn't think Sancho was the oomph.
Because you need to understand where I'm coming at. I said something very clear. We need the right players for the right position. Bruno Fernandes. Everybody here was disagreeing with me when I said we need Bruno Fernandes. Go back to half a year ago. Why are you laughing?
I thought you were trash.
Go back to half a year
I
ago.
was like,
Every single person here was disagreeing. You feel me?
No one thought he was gonna be this.
Yeah, exactly.
But bro, it's you know what it is? It's the right player, the right mindset, and the right position.
Yeah.
You feel me? We're gonna get Haaland, who is a natural goal scorer. Cavani, bro, I hope he keeps.
It's a hit or miss with you.
No, it's not hit or
It's
miss.
not hit or
This
miss.
guy's bagging you goals.
No, I'm talking about it's a hit or miss with what you said. Like, Bruno, who would have thought that he was gonna be this?
Hit him in. He could have been a flop.
Let's be
Could have
real.
been
But
Pepe.
he's
Bro,
not
don't
gonna
live
be a
in what
flop.
ifs.
Yeah.
I'm getting back to your point because like you're saying that Cavani could have been a flop too. Haaland could have been either great or a flop, so you can't really.
Now,
you know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know. I don't know where this is going, Omar. But what I'm trying
It's
to
like
say,
the metaphor. It's like the metaphor. Like
I
when
like
Omar
what-
cooks chicken, you don't know what you're getting. Right?
yeah, it just like.
That was
But
terrible.
no. But
I,
Hold on,
no,
hold on,
but
hold on,
it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense.
Hold on,
I understand what he's trying to say.
You see.
I kind of understand what
Hold
he's
on,
trying
why
to
are you
say.
doing that? Why are you
It's
looking
not
at
even.
him?
It's not
Why are
even.
you looking at him?
It's not even a joke.
Let's see.
Not because I understand what he's trying to say. It's like everything has a possibility. Why would you keep
Exactly.
looking at the second possibility? All I'm
100%.
saying is if United get the right place for the right position, and I believe whether it's Haaland, whether it's anybody, because Cavani, he's a great player.
All right, so you're just saying it doesn't matter who.
Yeah,
if you
but
get the right guy,
he's a
it'll
goal
make an
scorer,
effect.
and United will be turning into a powerhouse. But they have to start getting the right
But
players.
who's gonna rip them for
But you
getting
know what?
Haaland?
But you know what though? To his point, United have done that for the past 7 years, where
With who?
you've
No.
been getting
With who?
superstars. And
Hold
they
on.
go under the
All
light.
right, no,
That's
because
all none of them
have been the right players for
Pogba
United.
wasn't the right player. Lukaku was goal scoring crazy in the Prem.
Pogba,
Di
You
Maria-
never let go of those
Di
guys.
Maria was one of the best
16
players in the world.
Hold up. Let's
Memphis Depay came
let's
off
talk
of a
about this.
semi-final.
Let's talk about
He's-
this.
he's
Let's
so
talk about this.
overrated.
Let's talk about this. First of all, Memphis.
At the time, he was overrated. At the
Mem-
time, you wasn't saying he was overrated.
That is
At
No,
that time,
no,
he was
no. But
celebrating.
what did he do to validate jumping from PSV to United and he was going to tear it up?
Oh,
That-
that World Cup.
that
That
World
World
Cup
Cup.
itself.
That World Cup.
And mind you,
World
that World
Cup.
Cup
That
wasn't
World
that
Cup gets
crazy. The
people
goal that
moves
he
all the time.
scored
World Cups
too.
get people moving.
Yo,
all the
you
time.
were his biggest fan.
I love Memphis
That's
to
what I'm
death,
saying,
but
so
I have to rate it how I see it.
When they came to the club, they didn't live to the expectations that they were supposed to.
But bro,
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. We're not gonna go and compare every single transfer, because if we look at every single transfer, we look at Lukaku, he's had his flops. We look at Pogba, 16-17 was one of his
Letting
greatest
go of
seasons.
Lukaku was a
Yeah,
mistake,
like
though.
looking at Di Maria, I mean, the guy just came into a very toxic United, and he's toxic himself.
Alexis
so
Sanchez.
It was just a lot of things. Alexis, I mean, what's he doing at Inter now? But guy's injured, staying on the bench.
He scored last game.
So,
But
like,
he said after the first training at United,
he didn't even want to be
go
there.
back.
he
Go
was
back.
like, I made a mistake.
United, different United now. Different players with different mindsets. A player like Bruno sees Alexis come in, he's like, "Yo, get this kid out of here, bro."
Yeah.
If he's gonna think with that mentality, we don't need him here.
Exactly.
The players are on a different level. I'm not gassing up United. You know,
So it's
we're
not
very
really,
inconsistent.
It's not really the players that's the issue. It's who's ever recruiting these players. They need to pick better characters. For
It's
that,
been
for
like
the
that. It's
squad.
been like for the last couple years.
Because
but
Bruno, they got right. I'll give you that. Bruno, they got that right 100%. Because
I'm surprised, bro. Like I said, Cavani's been performing
No,
very
but
well.
like I said before, like when it comes to Ole and his signings,
You can't.
they all
been
been good. They all been good.
they've been better characters because
Yeah.
I think in the past
He
maybe
got
they were-
players who want to represent the club.
yeah, they got
Like
talented
Daniel
players.
James
James
still has hope.
He got
And
hard.
also don't remember, Ole came out and said when they were scouting Bruno, who did he call? Spoke to Ronaldo about him.
Yeah.
Yo, what do you rate this guy? Is he valid?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Ronaldo-
at a point he loses the ball too much. Remember, at one point they didn't sign him because he loses the ball too much.
And
Yeah,
that was,
I mean, it was
And that
ridiculous.
was United's biggest mistake, because we could have passed top 4 if we got Bruno earlier.
And
If
Bruno was
Bruno
linked to
comes in,
Spurs.
does what he does now, we would have been like second probably in,
As
in
in
that
when
league.
if you sign him that
If
summer.
we signed him that summer, and they waited, and then after we got him,
January.
you feel me? So all I'm saying is, right players, United's going to go up,
But
hopefully. So
of course, I mean, right? You would always want the best players for your team, but it also comes with more of headaches of best deals because, like, for example, if we would have signed that Haaland deal, when we was offered it, we would have got finessed.
No, and that's why I agree.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why when everybody here spoke it, like that's why when everybody here spoke about it, oh, we should have got Reguilón, and you were saying we should have got Reguilón, and then you were saying we should have got Reguilón. I was like, bro, it makes sense because now Reguilón was performing. Haaland, what if he does start bagging in goal? What if he gets you a 30-goal season? Imagine your striker who's getting 30-goal season in the Premier League is leaving for 30 million. You're just like, oh, can't do anything about it. What do you do now?
The thing is he's in that Mbappe class where it's like you really have a hard time seeing them flop. Like you could be right.
Yeah.
Haaland could come into the Premier League and flop, but
It's hard.
But that's the thing. The day he gets signed, no one will criticize them for that signing.
Yeah.
You see my point?
Yeah.
Cavani, as much as great as he is, he's in his late 30s. He's past his prime.
Barely scored any goals with PSG.
Right. Zlatan, when they signed Zlatan,
Past
see
it.
exactly.
Nah, bro,
Yeah.
it's
So
different.
those were up for debate.
Yeah, they were up for debate.
But a 20-year-old,
Certain guys is
20-year-old
guaranteed
that's
you.
not scared of anything. And you could talk about the players around him. Listen, I get it. Marco Reus and Jadon Sancho and Gio Reyna. But he's also playing with Delaney and whoever there is in their
Danish
back line.
international.
Right. So to say that he won't get that same service at United is ridiculous.
So before we wrap
I
up
mean,
United,
will he though?
yeah, he will. Before we wrap up United, unsung hero for me, Maguire, bro. Maguire and Lindelof, last couple games going under the radar. I mean, these players are holding it down, and a lot of y'all like to make fun of that fridge, but that fridge holds it down, bro. So
Ken
like,
Moore.
shout out to Maguire, bro, for real. Shout out to
Nah,
Maguire
me-
and shout out to
me,
Lindelof.
definitely the unsung hero was
Like, they-
Cavani.
I mean,
Unsung, he's the MVP.
hero.
He can't be
he's the MVP.
unsung.
Well,
He
I'm
was the
saying, like,
greatest
he-
player in that match. He's
He's
not unsung.
That's what I'm saying. He's the standout player.
Yeah, unsung is like, who didn't get the recognition but should have got recognition. To me, with Maguire, very under the radar and performed extremely well. How the defense
I
very
think
tidy.
Fred's been doing it.
Fred's
Fred
impressive,
too. I
and
mean-
it shows you how good Donny is too, bro. So
yeah, I mean, especially since that Spurs game, Maguire stepped up.
Yo, Van de
get
Beek
that.
though, bro, with a couple crazy balls. He just knocks it.
Done.
to
He-
the
yo,
rack.
it
He's a
kind of
talent,
it
bro.
kind of reminds you of like replacing, like he's gonna be replacing
I
Pogba.
think
You
he
see
was
the
bought
pa-
to replace Pogba.
Yeah, bro.
I think it's slow for Pogba, bro. It really, it's
Unless
turtles.
he
It's
starts-
turtles. It's really
unless he-
turtles for Pogba,
unless
bro.
he starts turning up, bro. Is
And you know what's crazy?
slow.
The best compliment I can give Van de Beek is when you look at the other two Dutchmen that were super high profile than left, De Jong and De Ligt, they haven't started great at their new clubs. So I think that Van de Beek could kind of, close that gap.
Yeah, I'm with
That's
you.
a
My
great
thing
comparison.
about Van de Beek
That's a
and
great
why I'll
comparison.
choose him over Pogba, at the end of the day, kid's quiet. Kid doesn't make the team, quiet. Kid doesn't do this, quiet. You don't see hype on social media.
Mhm.
You don't see him pop up in the Rolls Royce. You don't see him pull up in the 8P. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, listen. All shout outs to Pugs, bro. Like, if I was in his spot, I would have been doing the same thing, flexing as hard as I could. But at the end of the day, your
On the
mind is
pitch.
supposed to be on the
On
pitch.
the pitch.
You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Van de Beek comes in, he just, like, it's like, he not there to be a friend. He there to win.
He would
He's not there to
ball.
have teammates. Like,
Shuts
yo,
down
boom,
rumors,
let's
shuts
not,
down all
not
the
yeah,
rumors
you know what I'm
down
saying?
too.
Let's knock it. Yo, let me do this, let me do that. That's the different energy I have.
Very
You got Pogba handshaking the whole
ambitious.
team.
Very ambitious.
It's like, yo, you
know,
gotta be.
It's kind of like Sancho. Like everybody, like we was talking about Haaland, right? I don't think like you can't really debate Haaland, but Sancho come in, all right, bro, like some attitude problems. My son, he be doing this, he be doing that. That's something you could debate. That was Pogba's biggest problem. Is he was very out there, and once you're very out there, you better be proving it. And I just think Pogba just hasn't really lived up to expectations.
I think Pogba, but here's my thing, because I know Pogba was linked with Juve, but if you're Pogba, like, if you leave United knowing you didn't bring them major silverware,
and you went.
where
to
does
change
he
that.
where does he
Yeah.
rank
In flops,
in flops?
he's up there.
I mean,
at least-
for
What
the
does he
price
rank
tag,
in
for the price tag, he's.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say he's up there, but he wasn't the
Top 10?
greatest. No,
Top
no, no.
10?
But he wasn't the greatest. You can't put him in top 10. I mean, Pogba has done crazy things for United.
Nah, he had that one. good
16,
season.
17, bro. I keep repeating 16, 17 because, I mean, we were relying heavily on Pogba. Like, imagine how we used to rely on Rashford. I mean, we were relying heavily on Pogba, bro. He was running the whole team at one point.
But for 90
So-
million at one point, him and Lukaku, you expected that partnership.
Yeah.
Like, yo, like,
was he a 90
Low-key
million
on some-
player? No.
On some Lampard
yeah,
drug
that's what I'm
button.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, that's for example a price that we would have spent on Sancho or Haaland. And I know, like I said, earlier, that you expecting them to do a lot.
Yeah.
If they come, like, you expecting, like, all right, we probably could win the league.
Yeah.
That's what we expected with
With
Pogba.
Pogba.
Like, yeah, we back into our glory days, and it kind of hurt that we obviously didn't get to see that. We did see a good run with
I think he got
Mourinho.
unlucky. I think he got unlucky because the time period he came in, he was the key heart, and I just don't think Pogba has the
I just feel
personality
like
to be the
when
key
it
heart
comes
of the
to
team.
Pogba, everything fell on the man, bro.
Yeah.
Him and
That's what
Lukaku.
I'm saying,
And I
yeah.
think Lukaku's best thing. Lukaku never wanted to leave. He said it. He's like, I never wanted to leave.
United, bro. As much as we shred United, there are very few clubs bigger than them.
Yeah, so he's like, but
It's the
when
pinnacle.
the rumors came out
Mhm.
that I'm leaving,
That's when he wanted to
he
dip.
was like, nobody stood up for me and like, yo,
They said
Right,
no, we want him
yeah.
to stay.
you know, we want you to stay. And then he was like, I was being, the punching bag. Me and Paul were being the punching bags all season.
Right.
So it was like, something goes down, it's our fault. So he was like, at that point, mentally, it wasn't for me no more.
Yeah.
Because like, imagine, I got to give Pogba, he spent his time on his contract, renewed his contract. You got to give him credit because like, to go through that season in without, like, you got to deal with that nonsense.
Right.
But does it fall on him that he not coming in with the proper attitude? Of course, 100%. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, I really think, it's brick by brick. I'm not going to jump to conclusions, Ole out. I'm tired of that whole Ole talk. With United is just, you got to like, throw shit at the wall and see what
Yeah,
sticks.
whatever can happen, happen.
No, I mean,
Whatever.
Ole said it best. He's only looking for the best interest, and that's why I think, for me, like I said, I gotta believe in the man solely because he knows what he wants, and I don't know if he's gonna bring us the titles, but I know he's bringing us up to the right direction because we wasn't playing like this a couple of seasons ago. You feel me? So it's different now, and that's why I never jumped on the Ole out band. But
You were tight.
yeah.
Oh, when they bro, when they losing,
He
I
calls
enjoy
me.
it.
He calls me. He's like,
After every goal, yo.
and mind you, I think I wasn't even watching the game at that point. He calls me. He's like, yo, fuck. I was like, whoa, what's good with you? Fuck. He's 2-2. It's like, bro, my heart dropped.
You know why? I
Why?
would fear coming up.
Coming back.
I know,
I've
for
never
me,
seen
it
come
was
back.
less with United and more that
Should
it
be.
was like
You're higher
Southampton.
than us in the table, and y'all was scared to
You
play.
know what-
us.
you know why I don't think they're coming
I'm not
back?
taking
Because
that serious.
Like when I watch you guys play, I haven't seen maybe one game this season, maybe the Newcastle game. I haven't seen you guys control a whole 90 minutes. So
Okay, fair.
it's cool to say
We controlled y'all for 90 minutes. Y'all didn't control us.
He's
y'all-
not
you
wrong.
control-
He's not lying.
He's not wrong.
You control us for 90 minutes.
He's not
was a
wrong.
better
He's
team.
not wrong.
That's not.
We
I'm
felt
talking
like-
about- I'm
we
talking
felt like
about
it was an
control
L.
a game. All right, I'm not even the big teams.
For
The
one
small
Istanbul.
teams.
That I
For
get
one
what
How
you're
you
saying.
control? You can control.
For one
big-
Istanbul, PSG. Come
What
on.
do you mean 7-2-1? Y'all lost.
Look at it.
Y'all
Look at it.
Yo.
For one Istanbul, we lost.
Weren't
We're
they
top of the.
Weren't y'all
Should be.
2-0 up against Southampton? My fault.
No.
Yo,
Hold on.
3-0,
No,
3-0.
Let me.
Weren't they 2 up?
Let me. No.
Oh,
Let me finish my point.
Let me finish my
Let me
point.
finish my one. Not one game against a team you should smack. You haven't controlled the game.
Istanbul 4-1. Most recent game.
No.
Istanbul.
Bro, no, I'm talking
Now
about,
it's fun.
I'm talking about
One
in the
game we
Premier
should
League, the
control.
Premier
I give
League.
him the game.
I'm talking
not that game.
PSG 90 minutes.
Yo, come on.
talking-
Leipzig
talking-
90
I
minutes.
just, yo,
I'm
I
talking
think
about the Premier League. I
because-
haven't seen
listen.
like control
No,
a game.
I want to say something.
It's cool going down 2-0. Let's it's
Cuzzo.
Mission Impossible. Let's get
Cuzzo.
three goals.
Because
It's
I really
cool.
think we controlled y'all.
Bro.
Y'all
The
can
problem
control-
is the
y'all
problem
We had
is
y'all on shackles.
the problem is when people look at United, they look at them like this. You feel me? Because let's back
We want
up.
y'all to lose.
Let's back up. We were in the group of death. Hardest group in Champions
Yeah,
League.
that's
Top of the
true.
group right now,
You can
right?
still finish
We
out.
had
You
the
can still lose.
hardest. We had the hardest run of all Premier League clubs right now. For the hardest team, we've played top 6 teams a couple times, and we're still what? We're about to get into top 4 right now. So looking at it, why you?
Nah, I need to see that table again.
Nah,
you
they're
need to say-
close, but
bro,
they-
if we take a
they're
dub,
not-
we're like 1 point off second. So
They're
I don't
not-
know
they're not
if you
yet.
could do math. That's
Oh,
top
here
4.
we go, here we
So
go.
I'm just making
Okay.
sure.
Okay, finish your
So
point.
let's-
Let's finish your point.
Let's back up
Omar,
and
stop.
look at it from a wider view. You can't rule out United. Bro.
Yo,
Very inconsistent.
I need you to zoom in on the high waters.
Here we go. Here we
Very
go.
inconsistent.
on the high waters.
Yo, let us not finish this point, man.
I'll finish.
Sky, craving attention. Reshare.
Zoom in on the high waters.
Finish your
Ah, we got him.
Finish your point, man.
I got it. I said what I said. So just don't rule out United. I know
Yo,
they're very
and you know what's
inconsistent.
crazy? You're
but
giving me cheerleader vibes.
What's your little
When
vibe?
he says laugh, you laugh.
Yo,
When he
he's got
says
a
jump,
mic.
you say how high.
He's got a button. I'm just enjoying it.
You're enjoying it.
Cartoon
Yeah, I mean,
Network.
okay.
I see the
Facts.
stick.
Cartoon
He's the
Network.
chef.
Do you actually really like his food? Be
Oh
honest.
no, bro.
Be honest.
Ordered this week, right?
I
Who'd you order from this week?
Brisket, bro.
No, what company?
Oskies, bro.
Boy, talking
Oh,
business.
You fuck with Oskies?
Yo, started dud of the week.
Yeah, he needs it.
Started dud of the week, man.
Zoom in on his arms. Yo. Started that in the week.
All right,
Stud-
Dud.
Stud for me.
Chris Wilder.
Does
One-
he get sacked? Does he get sacked?
I wouldn't sack him.
You wouldn't sack
I
him,
would sack him.
bro.
He's
Bro,
your.
he's a
He's a
legend for that
legend.
club.
Hey,
So,
Hey.
Legends die.
So was
Yo,
Wenger.
listen, man. Sir Alex Ferguson. Did he get relegated with United at one point?
Almost.
So, yo, listen. You get relegated or not? Very tough
Yeah, but
competition.
keyword almost got relegated.
Yeah, but listen.
He's getting relegated.
Listen. This is what I'm saying. You brought him up, and you go back down. Give him
Yeah.
one more chance. You feel me? And you wouldn't be in that position without that man. It's like us. It's like Bruno not performing.
Playing 10 games and only getting 1 point.
It's tough.
You got
It's
teams
tough.
21 points.
You know what? They're not as drilled as they were.
It's the same thing with Norwich.
They don't got the transfers. They
have the
it's
same
very
manager, right?
Yeah, say they're still there.
What do you think his talks are right now? Like, what do you think as a club? Like,
Hey, listen, bro.
They're not playing badly. They're not.
They're not. They
They're
fumble in a lot of games.
They fumble game, but they still get chances, but they're not finishing. And then they get some stupid goals conceded against them. So
And we forget that they lost their best goalkeeper. I mean, Dean Henderson is considered top 5 in my eyes.
In the Premier League.
I might be bugging,
Ramsdale is balling.
He's a good keeper.
he's a
Ramsdale
decent. But
is-
he ain't
nah,
Henderson. He ain't Henderson.
But he
though.
what? He's
Yeah,
doing.
Henderson.
He's doing.
But
He's
it's the
doing.
He's a
same
good
team.
player. He's a good player.
Same
If
but-
team.
anything, he's having a better season than Henderson. Why?
I
'Cause
mean,
he's
make
getting
more
game time.
saves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, of course you're gonna get more saves when you're leaky like that.
Yeah, but you're getting game time. You're
It's
getting
tough.
game time.
It's
You're
tough.
you're trying to tell me if Henderson was there, they would have been not.
No, it's
bro,
not.
not
It's not
saying
on
that.
Henderson.
I'm
It's
just
not-
saying
but that,
yeah,
man, it
the
definitely has an effect, though.
morale changes because now you got new player, and it's just like, how are we gonna, how
I
are we
really
gonna
listen, man.
communicate?
I
and
really
so on and so forth.
bangs with Chris Wilder.
I don't think he got a. Listen,
I
man.
hope
Whether
he
they
keeps
get,
him.
I mean, they could lose all games, all 38 games, and I still don't think he should get relegated. I think he brought you up there. It's like you
Finished
can't turn
ninth
on him,
last
bro.
season.
You can't turn on him like that because he really put y'all on a map heavy.
But who else? Because if we use Chris Wilder, he's gonna be on this in this segment every
Yeah,
week.
every week. Oh, another dud. Oof.
Everton.
Oh yeah. Lost what?
It was a good game though.
Pickford actually played decent. I ain't gonna
He
hold
made
you.
I
some
don't
good
rate
saves.
Pickford at all, bro.
I don't rate him, but he did his thing
just
that
think-
game.
I
Nah,
think
yeah,
it
he
was
made
saves.
he made some good
I
saves.
think it was a really good game. I don't know how it ended 1-0.
Leeds, bro. Leeds is just they did it.
And we got
They
the
have
next.
the potential to do it, and they did it. They like that Sheffield from last season, bro. They
Did
just,
Rodrigo play?
Nah.
Yo, I heard he was playing with the U23s.
Yeah, I saw him run up on touchline like he's a sub now. He ain't playing.
Obviously,
Rafinha? That's who scored,
No,
right?
No,
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo Moreno.
Moreno. He ain't playing.
to me, my obviously,
No, I'm talking about who scored for
Rafinha scored.
Oh, yeah,
Rafinha
yeah,
scored.
all of
Yeah,
me of the week.
good goal.
Obviously, the best. I gotta give it to Cavani.
I had to get.
He's got to
Scott
be the
Pickett.
stud for the
Yeah,
Premier
you
League.
gotta
week.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
two goals, 1 assist, 45
I give
minutes.
him
Switch up
has
Old
to be
Temple,
Cavani.
yeah, you
I give
gotta
him
do
Dud of the
that.
week though, that's difficult. I think I throw Mapai in there before the injury.
That was my
too,
guy.
Who
'cause
that?
you missed the
Oh,
penalty,
No, I had to
bro.
miss for Brighton.
You changed the whole game
Yeah,
there.
but you can't go off based off of missing a penalty. The
It's the
greats
way
miss
he act.
penalties.
You saw what happened when he got hurt.
So
too.
yeah, throwing
just-
off the jersey, like
yeah.
that's not good.
And
That's
I
not
think
good.
they were down to 10 men for like almost 3 minutes because he just walked off. He didn't want to wait for the subs to get ready, and he just missed a penalty. Like yeah, and remember
out.
what he did against Yao too? Like he scored the penalty cool, and he did
And he
that
did a cry
celebration,
and,
and
they
then
went
the
and fouled
handball at the end of the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Something about him. He's hurt. He's a little hurt.
Doozy.
Him and Guendouzi, yeah, he hurt. Both of them hurt.
You-
actually.
It's
Yeah.
them friend zones, bro. They just like they be feeling themselves. You gotta
He a
humble
baller
them
though.
sometimes.
I gotta say.
Yeah,
that.
alright.
Do you guys
alright.
have a stud or dud for the midweek games?
Champions League?
Champions League? Any games that
Ooh.
stood out to you?
Y'all won 4-1. Y'all smacked.
I mean, Madrid beat Inter.
Both duds. Both
Hakimi
teams is
took a L
duds.
that week.
Both.
Both teams is those
Yeah,
teams is
yeah,
duds.
yeah.
Inter actually Inter dud. Inter dud.
Vidal.
Vidal.
Big L.
You know what's great? That's always been his career. Just
Vidal,
super
idiot.
indisciplined, yo.
Yeah, Vidal definitely
Who
takes it.
else
What'd y'all win? 1-0?
2-1.
2-1? Yeah, it only good convincing that game. I ain't gonna hold you.
The thing is with Chelsea now, it's like I take a win like that because last season we would have lost that
Yeah,
game.
I understand.
we already.
Tell me a game when last time Chelsea controlled a little team,
That
right?
last, that hell
They
last
come against a little
14
team and they
games.
joke. I'm just
The
saying.
last
Burnley,
one?
I'm just
Sheffield,
saying.
Newcastle.
I'm just saying.
Can I-
Sheffield.
Shall I go on?
Sheffield.
Burnley. Shall I go on?
Oh my goodness.
Newcastle.
Nah,
Shall
he
I
is
go
calling
on?
you out, though.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying what you repeated, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
No funny. I watch Chelsea now. We are so much a better team compared to last year. I mean, even us and Spurs.
No,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
that's
he
what
spent
250
$250
that's what
million.
250
does.
I'll tell you. So it is what it could have been worse. It could have been like
Could have been worse.
y'all spent 250 mil how many times? And it's like
Look,
y'all
he's
eight.
surprised because now Omar doesn't agree with him. So he's like, wait, what?
Hold up, you want to talk about Real? All right, so Alaves, right?
Yeah,
They-
we should
what
talk
place
about
are
La
they?
Liga, bro.
Yeah, let's
We should
about
talk
La
about
We
Liga.
shouldn't. This is a Premier League
We
podcast.
shouldn't.
Yeah,
We
now it's a
shouldn't.
Premier League podcast.
I thought I'm a football fan. I'm not even Premier League. I'm a football.
Listen,
No, let's
Yo,
talk.
no
Let's talk.
funny though.
Let's
Where
talk.
are you on the table? Like mid-table?
No, we're not mid-table.
Europa
but
League places or something like that.
it's
Harry
looking-
Potter. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone speaks, sir.
Yo, you're coming at me?
It's
Yo,
terrible.
Reeks,
Okay,
I'm,
okay, you know-
I'm tired of this, Reeks. I want you to just
Go
violate.
off,
Start
bro.
vi- yeah, go.
Go
off.
off.
First of all,
Oh,
I can't violate though. Whenever I shoot a shot at him, his cheerleaders over there like, yo, no. Let me deflect. Let Omar get heat on his own.
go ahead.
Right?
Fire.
Oh, so fire at it now.
Go ahead.
So you promote his stuff,
Uh
right? And then when he shits on Chelsea,
huh.
when he shits on,
I talk about ball.
You talk about ball.
We talk about ball.
Okay.
It has
But so
nothing
when
to do-
things go left,
But who always paid homage to Chelsea?
Oh,
Out of
yeah,
us three, who
he
always
showed love.
paid homage?
He showed
when
love.
it comes to
You're a
football,
Spurs fan. You're a Spurs fan.
Yeah.
You love Spurs.
Spurs fan.
Of anyone in the Premier League, you love Spurs. But
'Cause
let's
they're
talk
the
about
underdog, 'cause
Real.
I'm
man.
humble.
He
I'm
loves-
not
Let's talk about
he
Real.
loves a winning team.
Let's talk about Real.
He loves a winning
What's
team.
going on with
No.
Real?
Let's
What's
talk.
going on
If
with
we're
Real?
gonna talk about Real, it's them and Barcelona are in some serious crisis.
4-0. Barcelona got a good result today.
Against who?
I don't care.
No, don't do that.
Who'd
Don't
you
do that.
lose
Don't do
to?
that. Don't do
Who'd
that.
you lose to?
Don't do that. You know why? They have. You say this is the biggest problem with
Okay,
the
but
Spanish
who's
teams.
Alves?
Let me speak. This is the biggest problem with the Spanish teams, though. The problem is they're super top heavy, right?
Yeah.
So when you're super top heavy, when you lose or you play or you win against the Sevillas, the Atletico Madrids, the Valencias, those are good wins. But the thing is, the lesser teams are so bad that it's almost like if you beat them, it's kind of like you take nothing out of it. So when we lose to Alaves, now if you watch the game, it was a penalty, VAR, and Courtois had a howler.
You watched the game
I watched the game.
in the mall?
And the what?
In the mall.
What were you doing 15 minutes before the podcast?
I missed-
Southampton United highlights.
I
Okay,
missed
stop.
I missed the first half.
You missed the first half.
Yeah, didn't we miss the first half?
We did miss the first half.
Yeah.
Okay.
You was at the mall.
But I watch my games.
You
I watch my games.
Was he watching it?
Highlights.
I watch my games.
Answer my question. Did he watch it at the mall?
Football
When
matches.
was the game? What time was the
Yesterday.
game?
was at
When he
3.
was at the
Was that
mall.
3?
When he was at the mall.
Was that 3?
So if you watch the game, do not say that if
Yo,
you didn't watch the
he was- he was
game.
in-
But anyways, go on
He
with
was
your
up in
story.
Neiman
You're a
Marcus,
mind
man.
reader.
He was
Okay,
up in
okay.
Neiman
He's
Marcus.
He's not up in
man.
Neiman.
Up
Why
in
you
Neiman
just like
Marcus.
that if he was up in Neiman Marcus?
He's up in Neiman
My
Marcus.
apple was free. Yeah, all right, well, keep going, bro.
Go ahead.
No. But it is thing. I think Madrid are going through a serious crisis right now, and as much as it pains me to say it, it actually starts with Zidane, because I don't think he's the issue, but you can tell it's run its course. You get what I mean? It's not even like you
I
look
don't
at.
get what you mean, to be
Where else
honest.
can he
No,
take them?
it's
Where else can he take them?
You know who it
Who do you-
reminds me of? It's
who
very
is-
similar. It's very similar to Pochettino and Spurs.
Except no trophies.
Exactly. With Pochettino and Spurs, it was like they were in such a rut. They didn't want to lose Pochettino, like in the sense where like we got to get rid of this guy.
What manager
But-
comes in and replaces Zidane?
Pochettino.
Pochettino could come
Pochettino
in.
will come in.
Allegri
New
might come
blood,
in.
just that new.
They just
Fergie,
need new-
Fergie. If imagine Fergie there for another 3-4 years, it'd be like, all right, bro. Like
It
if
happened
they had
with
a
Wenger.
bad season, Fergie would have had a bad season if he had stayed an extra year. No, but that's the same thing. If Zidane stays there, it's just gonna be like, all right, bro. Like,
And
you
here's
good now.
the
Hey,
thing.
listen, man, I'll take Ole's assistant Zidane as
No.
my
But
manager.
here's my thing though. But here's my thing too. When you look at the spine of the team, we rave how many youngsters the team's got. The spine is super old. Ramos is like 35.
It might be the plays then,
Modric
and the
is
board, not the
36.
managers.
Those are the same players that made you look good over the midweek against Inter. Kroos and Modric.
But what did we just say about Inter Milan? Their whole project looks like it's about to go up in flames.
Yeah, but
The 40 mil right back that they bought from us, and everybody was like, "Yo, y'all screwed up." Had an own goal. He did not look good,
technically wasn't an own goal.
but that's what it's listed as.
Yeah, which
He
was
had a
retarded.
bad goal. He had a bad game. So that's my point. Is just the game against Inter was good, but the Alaves game really showed where the team is at. The spine needs to kind of get fixed. They need a new guy in the locker room. And to be honest with you, we were just talking about Holland to United. It might take. I'm not saying Mbappe is gonna come and save us, but we need like some
That's
type
why
of
y'all got
transcending
Hazard.
guy.
That's the
That's
problem.
why you
That's
got
not-
Joe.
Yo,
Yo,
listen,
No.
Hazard,
You
don't talk
speak
about
about it.
Hazard.
You
Don't talk
speak
about
about it.
Bro,
You speak
Hazard,
about it.
I think he's missed like almost 40 games.
But
since
why?
He's been there. He's injured.
He's injured. Bro.
Why is
always
he getting
injured.
injured? Because
It breaking down.
No, tell
He
you,
getting
you
old.
No, you want to know
you
why?
spend 150 million for him to ride the bench.
But you-
and
no,
then
no,
when
no.
you show up on the field, you don't even show up.
You
What do
want to
I
know?
feel
You
you,
want to
bro.
know what it
I don't
is?
know
You
what's
wanna
going
know
on.
what it
It's
is?
him.
And in my opinion, this is the biggest difference between the Premier League and La Liga. This is why the Premier League, without question, is the best league in the world. Because I think Hazard, when he was in England, was used to a certain level of training and of physical. Like,
was getting
yo,
kicked.
we're playing Stoke, but they're gonna hurt me. He goes to La Liga. To your point, 80% of the teams we play, he's walking on the field because he doesn't need his full extent. He came in when they first signed him. He came overweight. He's playing for a manager who loves him, so he can't do anything wrong. And because of his price tag, you have to play him.
He's undroppable.
He's
in the
undroppable,
sense of, like,
exactly.
He's getting
Yeah, that's
comfortable.
terrible
It's a big problem
mentality.
we
It's
had.
terrible mentality.
It's a
but
big
that's-
problem we had at United too.
How is that any different from how Barcelona runs things?
Yeah.
Under what circumstance does Griezmann deserve to get the minutes he
yo,
gets?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. I don't
Had
think
a
getting
screamer against Osasuna.
listen, Reeks. I don't think getting Camavinga, getting Mbappe, getting all these star names is gonna come in and revamp Madrid because
There's a lot of holes.
the Galacticos period, you know, as much as people love the big names, it wasn't your most successful period.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean?
It was really based off of Ronaldo. Bro.
Yeah, so it's you
Even-
can't
even the
get
one
these
before
big
that.
names and I think you guys need to revamp. Just the squad needs, you know, the morale
I just-
obviously
I don't
low.
think-
The
I think
squad
that
is
I really
down.
have to think Messi leaves. That league is shot.
Yeah.
Well,
Atleti-
it's always
Atleti
been like
might
that.
be
You know
the
what's
I ain't
funny?
gonna hold you.
The president of the Spanish Federation actually said that. So it was a lot of people took it badly because they thought it was a shot at Ronaldo. But when Ronaldo left to Italy, he said, "We're good. It's Messi we're afraid if he leaves." And I think the biggest reason for that is now Barca fans could disagree with me. I think Madrid, you can't replace an all-time great, but I think Madrid has a better chance of replacing him than Barcelona replacing Messi. I don't know. I think Barca, they have the name, but I honestly think there are going to be players that are like, do I want to play for them?
Yeah, because they got a lot of attractions because at the end of the day, they wanted to play with the Messi and Ronaldos.
And
So
it's
when people-
Nah, but Madrid, you've always wanted to play for Madrid.
And honestly,
Barca's
draw,
gone through spells where
They were trash.
who were they recruiting?
Honestly, the
Maybe
best.
Ronaldinho's before Messi. Ronaldinho was their best signing probably since Romario in the 90s.
Yeah.
And
No,
that
they had
whole-
Rivaldo.
They
But-
won nothing with him.
But it wasn't.
he
It
still-
it was.
still
It was that.
R9
It was that. It was
before
that
he went to
Xavi era. That's
he
really was.
he was there for a year.
It's still.
And then
still
who'd he
had
go
good
to?
I'm
signings.
schooling him,
Yeah, but no, how you schooling me? He went to the teams that I mentioned.
bro.
He
But
stayed
if
for-
you
no,
would have asked Ronaldo what club he's most associated with, it's Madrid, and it's not even close.
Yeah, they're not gonna say Barca.
Bro, he played at Barca for 1 year,
They'll
but
probably
he was
say-
a monster. They
they'll
got him
probably-
when he was in his
They
best.
probably say Madrid, Inter, then Barca, if anything, because Inter he was killing it.
Bro,
I think-
Luis
I-
Figo.
I think him at Inter was his best.
You could have a play. I mean, because
He had that
did he
1 year at Madrid though. I think it was the 02-03.
No, because in Madrid he got hit with injuries all night.
So-
When did he have that knee
No
injury?
funny. Y'all
Inter?
think England, like the Premier League, is just becoming the best league now?
It's
been-
been.
it's been-
It's been.
been.
It's been.
Ever
It's
since like
been-
At
few
least
years
10,
ago.
The
15
problem.
years.
The problem was in
Nah,
Europe.
it can't be 10, 15 years because look 5 years back, a lot of the Champions League teams weren't. It
No,
was
just as a
Madrid.
league, maybe not the best teams, but as a league for
But
like.
I'm talking about dominant over Europe because I know
Oh no.
a big problem for the Premier League is just like the congestion, right? A lot of these teams out there, they don't. I mean, you playing. I can't even name you half of the teams y'all playing in the Spanish league, or feel me? Like it's easy to rotate. Different for the Premier League.
Nah, yeah, it's weird because the Spanish league I think is so inferior to England, but Madrid has won 4 Champions League in the last 6-7 years. Sevilla, how many Europa Leagues they've won? Atletico Madrid somehow always
many
gets to the
finals?
semifinals, and then Barca's one run away from always a treble. So it's weird how, but I think it has more to do with the fact that you guys play more games. I think in Spain they have a winter break, you guys don't.
And even the way they
And
schedule
it's a style of
fixtures.
play,
Yeah.
bro. It's
Yeah.
a style of play.
You know, it comes down to money. The Prem owns a lot of
TV rights.
TV rights.
Yeah, and they need to get their bread up.
bro. You saw Leeds got promoted 250 million
Yeah.
in increase. The problem is when you go to Spain, only your Atletico Madrid, your Sevilla, your Madrid, and your Barca really get to eat. Even Valencia is going through like they're really.
Nah, honestly, in 2-3 years, you won't even recognize this Valencia.
Yeah,
they
I
might
mean-
end up becoming like Real Betis.
like Portsmouth.
Yo.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
exactly.
Maybe like that. So
They're in
you
bad
gotta
straits.
understand if you don't keep with the Prem, it's a money thing. So the money's coming in. The clubs is buying the big name attractions. You never see someone in Wolves' caliber just got promoted to La Liga and go buy the whole club. So it really comes down to that. But honestly, good episode, good talks, boys.
Yo, family,
Your
let us
family,
know
you know
how
what I'm
y'all
saying?
like the weekend review, but we still want to drop some midweek content. You feel me?
Yeah,
Stay-
R.I.P.
stay-
Papa Diop as well, man.
What?
Oh, Papa
Papa
Diop.
Diop.
Yeah, Papa Diop. You don't know what that is. I was in there in the time.
That's
The
throwback.
Senegalese guy.
Senegalese.
Baba
died?
Diop.
Baba Diop.
Baba Diop,
Oh.
42 years old. That was a
2020.
Full
throw it in
of-
the
To
trash.
be honest, I don't know much of that Senegal team except from.
But not even
Yeah,
when he was on
02 World
Portsmouth.
Cup. Remember that 02 World Cup?
No, but aside of Diouf,
Hadji Diouf, Baba Diop.
But even I don't really know
yo,
him from
Gerard
Senegal.
was like that was one of the worst signings for Liverpool.
Who?
Diouf.
Oh, El Hadj. But even not even for Senegal, for Portsmouth. That Portsmouth when he was on Portsmouth,
too.
baller.
Nah, but when he was at Portsmouth, when he was at Fulham.
Fulham, I don't remember so much because that was even a little earlier. But Portsmouth,
R.I.P. Tough times, man.
Yo, but listen, if you stuck out to the end of the episode, let us know what y'all like. I want y'all to comment. I want y'all to subscribe. I need you guys to engage with us. I mean, we got all the chapters in the video. So
Make sure you don't copy this guy's haircut.
Oh my days! We got all the chapters. You could cut to whatever part you want to watch. We're gonna publish the audio online. So keep up with Footy Fanatics, man. We on
Pay
the rise.
videographer.
Appreciate the love.
Whose
Appreciate the
man's
love.
is this? Bro?
Yo.
Footy Fanatics out, man.
Same joke.